And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
So the Nets starting five. Young is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Brook Lopez, and it's Diaz in at the 2.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really...
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Lopez a screen. Looking to end the run. It's blocked. The drive by Russell. Here's the mayor. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect. Four from the floor.
Got a piece of it. And pushing it up Los Angeles. The Lakers again in transition. He dishes it to Turner. Count that one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points.
The mayor in its shooting guard. Ilyasova out there with Gorgie Gang. Then it's Turner. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers, #1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, one, they have good shooters, but two, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And there's the feed to Young. Here's Diaz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Lopez with the steal. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. The Nets have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Both shots good from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 6. Passes to the main. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against New Orleans.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against us.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got. This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Another steal.
Let's get a glimpse at how the Lakers are doing right now here early in the season yet in the NBA stats. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice last break. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Farley, he's guarded by Russell. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's the mayor. Misses the three. Nets trail by 11. Now the pass to Diaz. And it's blocked, but they get it back. And Young, here we go. To the inside, pass to the mayor. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's now 22 points for Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Pass to Diaz. Can they get it? Here's Hollis Jefferson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
Got a moment here. Let's
Get into them on the perimeter.
Scores are. Freak
Post.
#1.
Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Story well enough or what? What a season.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Russell passes to the main, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Jennings against Russell. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 11 on the basket from McCullough.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
The shot's good from the mayor.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Here's Nash, and it's blocked. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Turner's checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Gay's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the wing right side. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Nets trail by 13. And the pass to Wennington. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by the Mayor.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Picked by Randall. Got it off in time and released it in time, but it's off the mark.
First half with the